A very warm welcome, children. We are in the next part of a lesson, reactions of metals with dilute acids. So far we have discussed about various properties of metals, how they react with oxygen, water, steam, hot water and all. Now we are going to see how metals react with dilute acids. In general, metals react with the dilute acids to form metallic salts and release hydrogen gas. Let us see few examples for each one. Sodium metal reacts with hydrochloric acid violently to form sodium chloride salt solution and releases hydrogen gas. 2Na plus 2HCl gives rise to 2NaCl plus H2. Magnesium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form magnesium chloride MgCl2 and releases hydrogen gas. Aluminium metal first reacts slowly and then, due to the presence of a protective layer of aluminium oxide on the metallic surface, then it reacts to form aluminium chloride. 2 moles of aluminium reacts with 6 moles of HCl, hydrochloric acid, to form 2 moles of gelatinous white precipitate 2AlCl3 and hydrogen gas. Zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. Zn plus 2HCl gives rise to ZnCl2 plus H2. Iron reacts with cold dilute HCl to give iron chloride and hydrogen gas. Fe plus 2HCl gives rise to FeCl2 plus H2. Copper does not react with dilute hydrochloric acid to form any reaction. So copper does not react with hydrochloric acid, therefore no reaction takes place. Let us see few more examples with sulfuric acids. How metals react with dilute sulfuric acid? See children, in general when they react with hydrochloric acid, it forms chloride salts. When it reacts with sulfuric acid, it forms sulfates. Sodium reacts with sulfuric acid to form sodium sulfate and release hydrogen gas. 2Na plus H2SO4 gives rise to Na2SO4 plus H2. Magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate. Mg plus H2SO4 gives rise to MgSO4 plus H2. Magnesium forms magnesium sulfate, sodium forms sodium sulfate. Aluminium reacts with sulfuric acid to form aluminium sulfate. 2Al plus 3H2SO4 gives rise to Al2SO4 thrice. That means SO4 is sulfate, children. It is a single ion taken thrice plus 3H2. Zinc reacts with sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Zn plus H2SO4 gives rise to ZnSO4 plus H2. Fe plus H2SO4. Iron reacts with sulfuric acid to form iron sulfate FeSO4 and hydrogen gas. Copper reacts with sulfuric acid. No reaction takes place. Next we are going to see how magnesium and manganese reacts with nitric acid. Children, nitric acid means HNO3. Here whenever you take acids, we are taking it as dilute acid. Mg plus 2HNO3 gives rise to MgNO3 twice plus H2. Magnesium reacts with nitric acid to form magnesium nitrate. Manganese reacts with very dilute nitric acid to form manganese nitrate and hydrogen gas. Mn plus 2HNO3 gives rise to MnNO3 taken twice plus H2. Next we have aqua regia. Aqua regia is freshly prepared mixture of 1 part of HNO3 nitric acid and 3 parts of HCl, concentrated HCl. That means 1:3 ratio of concentrated nitric acid and 3 parts of concentrated HCl. This can dissolve all the metals. Sodium reacts rapidly with dilute sulfuric acid and dilute hydrochloric acid, but copper does not react, children. Children, the very important topic of this lesson, reactivity series of metals. Here there is a list of elements, how the elements are arranged according to the order of decreasing reactivities from top to bottom. Means the top metals in the series are highly reactive, the least metals in the list are least reactive. If you see, you have to by heart these, children, you have to learn it. Sodium and potassium and sodium are highly reactive among the periodic table. That means this potassium and sodium can replace any of the elements in the list. Let us see the reactivity series. Learn it as it is, as 5 elements: potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, stannum, plumbum, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver and gold. You can see till hydrogen they have drawn one line, which means these are the highly reactive metals, whereas the middle elements such as copper, these are considered as least reactive. Means the upper elements of the reactivity series can replace any of the elements in the list, whereas the vice versa is not possible. For example, if you want to replace potassium by gold, it is not possible because potassium is highly reactive whereas gold is least reactive. This we call it as reactivity series of metals. Let us see few questions which are having important reasons. Why few metals are more reactive than others, whereas the others are less reactive? Let us see. We have seen some metals like potassium and sodium are more reactive, whereas copper, gold are less reactive. Because when metals react, they lose electrons to form positive ions. If a metal atom can lose electrons easily to form positive ions, we say it is highly reactive metal. If the metal atom loses less electrons readily to form positive ion, therefore we say it is less reactive. Best example is sodium atom or potassium atom. See, sodium atom has 11 electrons, children. When it loses one electron easily from the outermost orbit, it becomes Na+, sodium positive ion. Therefore, it is highly reactive. When you compare with iron cannot lose one electron so easily. So, it is less reactive than sodium. Next question. Which of the metals are more reactive than hydrogen? We have seen in the reactivity series, till hydrogen we have drawn one line. The list of metals are potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. Lead are more reactive. These are the reactive metals which can displace hydrogen from its compounds such as waters, acids and all. So that is why we say these can be more reactive than hydrogen. Next question. Metals which are less reactive than hydrogen. Those metals which lose electrons less readily than hydrogen are said to be less reactive than hydrogen. All the metals placed below the hydrogen reactivity series lose electrons less readily than hydrogen. So, the metals such as copper, mercury, silver and gold cannot displace hydrogen from its compounds. So, therefore, they are less reactive in reactivity. So, they are less reactive. Next one, children, we saw now what is meant by displacement reaction. A highly reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its compound form. So, this is how we studied about the reactions. Now, we are going to see how non-metals are going to react. We all know that non-metals react with oxygen to form non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides react with water to form acids. Acids are formed from non-metallic compounds. So, now we are going to see what is a covalent bond, what is a ionic bond and all.